Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 22 on 2222.
Yep.
Happy Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
That's awesome.
Except it'll be 2-4 when this comes out.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
But it is 2-2
Yeah.
today.
All right. So, we all watched Ghoulies.
Let's let Philip start.
So I think most of us watched Ghoulies 1, 2, and 3. We did not do 4 because none of us like 4. So
Yeah. So I thought one's good and two was good. I mean, they're completely different though, from 1 to 2. 1 is just like a Satan party the whole time, and the other one was a little more fun. The second one,
The carnival.
at the carnival. So, yeah, I couldn't take the going to college thing though, so I was out after 2. But I did like 1 and 2, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's just not my kind of. It's just not my kind of
not
movie.
his types of movies.
Yeah.
That's all. But you did say, well, why does the cat and the rat have hooves?
Yeah, that was my
asking
main
that.
thing. Why does the cat Ghoulie have hooves?
Yeah, don't look at me for an explanation.
That's who we look at you. We want the explanation from you. It's just the way
Oh no,
it
we
looks.
were wondering how the rat got horns from 2 to 3.
And he looks like a camel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like, but yeah, I love the first 2 movies. I hadn't seen part 3 yet, and then I wanted to watch 4 just so I could form a real opinion, but I just didn't get to it. But from what I hear, I don't think I'd like it too much. I like them in order 1, 2, 3, but I only like 2 like a little bit less than the first one. I like the story of the first one a little better. Like it's somewhat similar to like Night of the Demons, where they're having like a party and then they do it like a seance for fun. But what's really different and cool about Ghoulies is how he just like gets obsessed with it. Like the party ends and they leave.
Yeah.
And he like just immediately like, I'm dropping out of college like to fix up the house or whatever, just so he can stay home and do these like satanic rituals. And he just gets like obsessed with the stuff because he finds this whole thing about, you know, his family past or whatever, and you find a whole like satanic temple basically in your basement, and he just goes, you know, kind of crazy and just gets really into it. And so I just found that really interesting, and I like the characters. And like all the side characters and everything is really good too, like that come to the party and then come back later. And then Ghoulies 2 is really cool because the setting is awesome, and the carnival
The
and
set design is insane on 2.
yeah, it's really fun. And I like the characters a lot too. Like I like all of the characters, and it's just a really fun movie. And also the puppets are better in the second one versus the first one.
They did a little bit better, yeah.
Assuming just because of time and money. But yeah, and I liked them the most in the second one. Like the third one, like where the Ghoulies talk and they look like more realistic. Like I like the animatronics, like the face motion and like the talking and all that. Like that's impressive from a special effects like standpoint, but just the design of them I don't like as much as the second one. Like I don't know, they're a little too like smooth or something. Like maybe they're too refined. Like I like the second one's like the sweet spot of like schlockiness, and I just like the overall design. So I assume that's why Tots like maybe went with Ghoulies 2 to do that or licensing or whatever. But
So it was probably the cheaper license.
Yeah,
probably. But I mean, I'd rather have that puppet than one from the first one. So
Yeah, me too.
yeah. And Justin sculpted the fish Ghoulie, and Mark Villalobos sculpted the cat Ghoulie, and they came out really good.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, they're really awesome.
But this is my question though, from watching the movies, why don't we ever really talk about Bat Ghoulie and Toad Ghoulie and some of the other ones? It's always just the 3.
Yeah, he wants a Bat Ghoulie.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. Like now that Tots will hopefully get more stuff out. Like we wanted the Bat Ghoulie and the Toad Ghoulie, and then
I want a life size.
Yeah, I was like, we both want the life size
like
fish boy,
super fish Ghoulie.
just so we could put one of these in its mouth.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then I'm surprised they haven't done the puppet from the first one. You would think that they would have done something like that too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's actually the creepy thing in the whole movie.
I thought so
So you
too.
just kept moving around.
That clown puppet thing in the scene. Yeah.
Again, it's a whole
that's
different
really
license.
creepy.
I'm sure. Like, you'd have to get an entirely different license for the first one, which I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they could work something out with Full Moon.
Yeah, but yeah, I really like the first two. Like, I had seen the first one like maybe 3 or 4 times, and the second one I had seen once or twice. And then so on our rewatch, I like really enjoyed the second one more than I remembered that I did. But yeah, just the setting of it's really cool. And I think what's also just good about it is again just like it has good characters and like good story to me. Like it's a schlocky over the top movie, but like both of them, but they actually are like good in my opinion. Like I do like them. The third one not so much for me personally. Like I don't think I'd ever watch the third one again. I thought it was fine, and like obviously the thing with like the comic book is fun. Like I love Tales from the Crypt and all that. And the toilet's a cool design, you know. That toilet would be a cool thing.
Yeah, the toilet's cool.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Why do you keep reading the comics out loud? No one does.
Yeah, no one reads comic books out loud. No one in the history of comic books has ever read a comic book out loud. But I thought it was fun, and it's funny too that like in the first movie, like the fish Ghoulies in the toilet, and then the second movie they made the poster the toilet, but I don't think there's ever really a toilet thing in the second movie.
Yeah,
right? Unless I'm forgetting.
the park owner gets in the toilet. Like the fish Ghoulie comes out and
really?
eats
Okay.
him through the toilet.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why they
right.
had that scene, because everyone was disappointed that they didn't have it in the first movie.
Yeah,
Right.
and then the third one they really made a big deal about the toilet.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
they went all in on the
They
toilet.
went all out.
Who
Special
has a toilet like
effects.
that?
Yeah.
I said I wanted one. I'm
It'd
like,
be cool.
How did I get one of those?
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. I think it'd be fun also just to, we were talking about the other day, just go to a junkyard or something, or some like supply surplus store and just find like a out of commission toilet and just put the fish Ghoulie in there, like in the movie section of the store or something.
And
We found like a
fun.
$50 toilet or something, and it'd be really a fun way to display it in the house. Obviously too, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
A lot of
That'd be
people
fun.
would take photos with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I missed a couple things from, because like the first two, because I had seen them a few times, I watched them while I was sculpting, which I don't usually like doing because I can't watch every part of the movie and I can't focus on what I'm doing, but just because of time I did that, so that's why I missed a couple things. But I would rewatch like the first two tonight, whereas I don't think I'll ever watch the third one again. But
There you go.
there's fun things in it though.
Yeah,
You know, it's just
fun.
kind of, you know,
Mariska
it is what it
Hargitay
is.
is in the
In the
first one.
Very young.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that when I was watching the names pop up. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know she was in this.
Who is she? What?
She's from Law and Order.
SVU.
Oh, is she like the
The main.
main one in SVU?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Who
Yeah.
does she play in the first movie?
She's the
The-
dark-haired girl.
Yeah, she was wearing a
Real
skirt.
pretty.
The one that falls into the like little I don't know if it's a well or
Yeah.
little
Oh yeah,
pond.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
little
like the
pond
fountain,
area.
Yeah,
the fountain
fountain.
with
Yeah.
the
That's-
ghoulies.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did
that's
not
her.
know that was her.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Everybody starts in horror movies, don't
Yep.
they?
Yeah, I mean, I never knew that she was in there, and I didn't recognize any of the other names, but when I saw hers, I was like, holy shit, I've watched SVU for years.
Yeah.
So she was hot though.
Still is.
Yeah,
Still is.
Still is.
But yeah, I remember. So the first time I saw these was because of Joe Bob.
Oh.
Yeah, growing up when he had the Monster Vision going, he did a double feature of both movies. So that was my first introductions to them, and I've been in love with them ever since. And then
What did he think of them?
I remember him liking the second one more than the first one.
I feel like I've heard a lot of people say that. They
I
like
think
the
just because of
second
the
one.
carnival settings, a lot of
I
people
know it's
like the
mine.
carnival
Yeah, see, I
settings.
do.
And the
so-
puppets.
And the puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense for the second one to. I think like the second one is maybe a better made movie. I don't know, but the first one I just really liked the story and the character. Like I like his like he he still cares about his girlfriend, but in more of like a possessive way.
Right.
Like he doesn't like he makes the deal with the the human ghoulies, whatever they're called, little people, to like keep her, but like as long as he can keep doing what he wants to do. It's like he's like, she was gonna leave or whatever, and it's like do you want her? It's like, yeah, I want her. Like I don't want her to leave, but I want her to just be completely submissive, and like he doesn't really care about her as much as like all this like satanic conjuring and stuff like that, but he like does want to keep her. And but yeah, and I just like the characters and stuff. I like the story, and I just like how satanic it is. It kind of gets like easier and easier to conjure up the ghoulies, Right. In the second one it happens on accident from reading like a comic book out loud or whatever, but the first one it's like he's doing like multiple like rituals like a day until it like works and everything, which is interesting. But and then the second one it's just slightly easier, to just get to it quicker. One really cool thing about the second one is the mask that like the little gorilla suit.
Yeah, Phil. I knew you'd say something about
that.
that
mask is a Be Something Studios mask.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I love like when I see like vintage masks in movies like that.
The second one definitely had a better cast and production budget. Because, we had Phil, who I think had just done
filmed in a different country.
Yeah. Well, because I think
I loved his
character.
Because Rome is Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love that character.
Poor Royal Dano getting electrocuted again. But
right.
Yeah, well, that's a John Carl Buechler thing. He always electrocutes everybody.
Yeah, well, I would say you got electrocuted in that. You got electrocuted in Killer Clowns.
Yeah.
I don't know if he gets electrocuted as Gramps in House 2. I don't remember. But I would say the second one
I don't think so.
Probably my favorite out of everything.
Yeah.
While I love the third one just for all its goofiness. And Matthew Lillard's first movie. Yeah. You got Kane in there as a brief cameo.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then it was like they took Ghoulies, but were trying to like capture on like everything that was popular at that time, like Porky's and Bachelor Party and everything.
So you
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, Revenge of the Nerds very much. So you go what 2, 3, 1 then?
No, I'd probably do 2, 1, 3.
Okay.
4 is not even in contention.
Yesterday you said
so hard to watch. It's so bad.
Which one? 4?
4, yeah.
I'll try one day.
Like I love 3, but I know I said like
you said 3 was your favorite.
No, I said the first one was my favorite.
No, you said that 3 was probably your favorite, and then you watched 3, and then that make you change your mind. Be honest.
It did a little, but I was like looking, like haven't watched all of them again. I'm like, the second one's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I think the second one is the quote unquote best one. I don't know, but I just like the first one. I like the character a lot.
You just want to conjure up your own ghoulies.
Yeah, I can just like I honestly I think I do. Other than like the negative stuff I just talked about with him like being so possessive and all that, but I just like the idea of it like takes over his brain and it just becomes all about that. He literally just like drops out of school and drops everything to like start doing this. But I can, because I've gotten like obsessed with that kind of stuff too. Like I haven't done any of my own like satanic rituals, but I've been really into like learning about the history of it and learning about people that are obsessed with that stuff. Like. And I just think that all that stuff's really interesting, like all those like people that like really try to do magic, and so it does appeal to me. Yeah.
But was he obsessed with it, and that's why he kept doing it? Or was it like the power of?
I think it was
Satan?
The power of his father.
I think it's a combination of both.
Combination.
Like he was curious with it, so he kept going back to it, and then as it started working more and more, he got sucked into it. Like that's why again, like like with them being in, with like being possessive over his girlfriend and all that and not wanting her to like leave, like I think he started going crazy. It's like one of those things like when you start getting like superpowers, but like the superpowers make you like more and more crazy, like the Invisible Man or something,
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like as he had like a deterioration while he was also like he was progressing in like all this conjuring and all this stuff, but it was making him less of a human. So I liked it.
He comes back for Ghoulies 4.
Oh, really?
His character.
And that actor?
Yeah. And the whole thing, if I remember correctly, was opening outer dimensions for the Ghoulies to come in. and everything about it was just bad.
Yeah, it wasn't done
like
well.
I'm still going to give it a shot.
The script was bad. The acting was bad.
Yeah, I really wanted to watch it.
Giving it a shot.
My biggest issue was that it doesn't have any of these ghoulies in it.
Right.
It was two people in costumes that looked horrible, rather than them using the puppets that everyone loved.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest hit that people have on it. It's not the Ghoulies films that people know.
Yeah. I really wish I had time to watch it before this. I was really trying to watch all 4 because I wanted to be able to just form my own opinion. Because like, I would like to be like, I'm the one person who likes it, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I probably wouldn't like it, honestly. But
well, you want my opinion?
Yeah.
So I grew up with these. Obviously, I'm a big fan of these. I watched them on HBO. They came on HBO all the time, 1 and 2. So I grew up with both of them. It was 3 didn't come out until 1990. So that was later. I do love part 2 the most. It is my favorite. It's always been my favorite. I love the carnival stuff. And the set design, like we were talking about, is so good.
I want to know.
I mean, the artwork. If you notice, it's Creature and Curse of Frankenstein and everybody. The artwork.
Did you notice the Return of the Living Dead?
Yes, in the Return of the Living Dead, you see them as he's walking through the hallway inside the ride. Yeah.
I want to know how they fit that entire house in their little semi-truck.
I don't know.
Just while you're watching, like, how did you get something that big in your tiny semi-truck?
Have you seen Harry Potter?
Leave Harry Potter out of this.
Right?
It's magic.
But yeah, the whole set design on that one's just amazing. And then the actors, I love all the actors. I like Phil. I love him. He's a good actor. Met him at Texas Frightmare a few years ago.
I remember our friend tried to pick him up.
Yeah. Part 1 for me, I like, but I always found it just a little bit boring, just for my taste, because it was just kind of satanic. I think I like it going more towards the funnier side. So then I also like 3 a whole lot, just because it's just funny and goofy. So for me, I would say, but I would go with this 2, 1, 3 though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still would say that though.
It's hard to say 3 is like a better movie than 1.
I
Even
mean,
if you like it a little
guilty
more, it's
pleasure
okay.
thing.
Right, yeah.
Watching 1 again for this, every time I watch 1, I like it more and more each time. Because I used to really not like part 1 at all. It was always just part 2 I always liked to watch. So I've grown to like part 1. But did you notice, like in part 1, some of the flaws? Like Ghoulie, you can totally see the string.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. It's so much fun.
I
And then
that.
like the contacts, his contacts.
His one
They were always off all the time, the contacts. But that was funny. And then the girlfriend, all I can say is I really want that necklace that she wears towards the end. When she's possessed and she's got the sunglasses on and she's got the necklace.
Oh, yeah.
That necklace. Oh, my God, I want that necklace. It's so cool.
I think one of our Halloween parties, I'm going to just come as Rick. Just so I could open up a can. It's like, my name's Rick. Open the can. But you call me Rick.
There you go. Do that. But yeah, I grew up with these, so.
You do the laziest costumes of all time.
They're easy.
Let me just throw that out there.
They're easy.
Costumes.
They're easy.
Laziest costumes
Some
ever.
of us still want to take 4 hours to do our hair, Dylan.
It took me 10 minutes. I sprayed it with green hairspray.
No.
You could be Hagrid.
That's true.
That'd be fun.
You got the long hair in the mirror and everything.
You could bring Scooby.
Yeah, I would say, I think next Halloween
Thing.
we're doing Shaggy and Scooby.
Oh,
Whoever.
that'd be cute.
Well,
Yeah, that's my opinion on them. I like.
One thing, like, a lot of people I've heard, like, call it, like, a Gremlins ripoff.
Yeah.
They came out the same year, A. And B, it doesn't feel like that to me at all.
No, me
No,
neither.
they're
I
different
never
films.
understood
They're
that
totally
either.
just because they use puppets. Like it always
There's
annoys
tons
me
of
when
movies
people
with
say that.
puppets and creatures.
Yeah, they're like, and they came out around the same time, like the same year. I don't know which one physically came out first, so it doesn't really matter. They were being made at the same time.
Well, I
Yeah,
would
but
say all
the
of them.
stories are completely
They're so
different.
different.
It's
Hobgoblins
so
was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hobgoblins.
But I mean, like Ghoulies is a serious movie. Like, while it's schlocky and it's a cheaply made movie, it's a pretty serious movie. Like,
It
Gremlins, I guess it can be a little bit serious, but it's definitely a lot funner than Ghoulies.
Fun
Critters,
family
I
movie.
can see that. Like Critters came out a couple years after, and it's kind of like these like, you know, little critters that are like going around and just, you know, fucking shit up, and they're just like, you know, and they multiply and they go around and they mess with it. So it's like I can kind of see Critters being, you know, somewhat inspired by Gremlins, but
not Ghoulies.
Ghoulies isn't at all.
No,
they're
I
just
agree.
it's because they're just puppets. That's the only similarity.
Yeah, because Critters came out in what, like 86, 87?
Something like that.
I think, yeah.
Definitely 2 or 3 years after.
Yeah.
I think this came out. The first one came out in '84. I'm really bad with years, though. I can never remember.
Gremlins came out in '84.
Yeah. And this came out the same, because I looked that up because I was just like, what? Everyone always says that. Like I hear it all the time. Like
I do
in the
too.
Store,
I don't
people,
understand it either. I've
like,
never understood that.
But, you know, it's one of those things too, where like they'll just be telling someone something as a fact, and it's just like, there's like, yeah, there's Ghoulies. Yeah, it was just a Gremlins ripoff, and I'm like, no, it's not. No. It's really not at all.
No.
But you know.
Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, I agree.
What was the one that we heard that overheard at the convention? Like one of the really silly things they like said that Creepshow. Oh yeah, that the Tales from the Crypt TV show is based off of Creepshow.
Oh yeah.
And it was like it was so 9 ways backwards that I was like, I can't even begin to explain to you why that's wrong. It was pretty funny.
That's when you just smile and go, uh-huh.
Yeah, you're just like,
Okay.
But, no. I'm sad that Full Moon doesn't own this property anymore. I think we would still be getting the movies if they held on to it. Granted, they'd be getting worse as they go.
Yeah, maybe it's a good thing. There's only 3 good Puppet Master movies, and there's like 1 million of those, so I can deal with. I can deal without any more Ghoulies movies.
Yeah, we don't need any more. But we do have these in stock from Trick or Treat Studios.
We have everything in stock.
The puppets and the masks. So.
Yeah, that's the Fish Ghoulie is just like one of my favorite things Tots has ever put out. I got to see the mold at Justin's place. It was a 2-piece mold, and the only reason why he even opened it was just to show us the seal. Like the lock on the mold was so good, and it was technical and boring, but he's like, oh yeah, that's a Fish Ghoulie. So I got to see the negative of it, and it was just like so cool. It was just awesome.
I remember when they announced it at Horrorhound in 2019. He had already told me that they were doing it before they announced it there, but I was in the audience, and then he announced, and I was like, ah! And him and Anthony were laughing because they knew I was excited about it, and that's when I was like, okay, so when are we going to get a critter?
Oh yeah, we need life-size critters for sure.
Well, I'm gonna say let's get some more Ghoulies too.
Oh,
more than you want more Ghoulies more than a critter?
There may be more Ghoulies coming.
They own the license to Ghoulies already.
Yeah, but get the critters one.
It'd
be a cool ass mask too.
Yeah,
critter with all that hair.
Oh wow! I never thought about it being a mask.
Yeah, I like that. I like how they did this one. I guess in this way it's kind of like a life size one.
I don't even know who owns Critters anymore. At one point it was New Line, but I don't think they own it anymore.
I love Critters.
I do too.
We could do Critters soon, but I think we'd be saying a lot of the same stuff we just said. But yeah, I love the back of this guy. Show the back real quick with like that lobster tail looking thing.
Yeah,
it's just so cool. And Justin worked on that for a lot longer than he like usually works on like a mask or something. He'll knock out in like a few days or something. But he worked on that for months, and he used like oil clay so it wouldn't dry out. But Mark Villalobos would, like the reason why I did it like that was because they would sculpt these together. So he would come over and work on the cat at the same time that he was working on that one. And so it was just cool, like seeing all the progress for that and everything.
It's really neat.
So
I wish I had it when I was a kid.
Here's a funny thing. Somebody bought one of these Fish Ghoulie puppets, called us, wanted to return it because there was a slit in the back.
Yeah.
And we had to explain to her that it was a
puppet.
You put your hand in there.
You put your hand in.
Yeah, it's not damaged.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about them too is they actually did a really good job cutting that. You can't really see the seam.
Right. Yeah.
Like I didn't even know like for a while that it had that until I accidentally found it.
Yeah, I was like the cat one's really hard to find the seam because it goes right along the spine.
Yeah. But
super cool. And then we had somebody return a cat Ghoulie because they didn't think there was some little black spots on it.
Yeah.
And they didn't think that was screen accurate.
Do we still have that one? It'd be so funny to show.
I mean, that literally might be it.
Because it had it was really funny. I mean, and I get it. It's expensive, so you want it to be perfect or whatever. But it's not as expensive as $2,000 or $3,000 if you paid a single artist to make something like on this level, for $200 is insanely cheap. It's a really good deal. But yeah, so to expect perfection from a $200 puppet is.
And if you watch the movie,
yeah, these look better than
the movie.
Yeah,
to me. And how can you? I mean, are you stopping the movie and going and checking this versus that? Or
yeah, it had a little paint chip, some paint had come off, but it was on his back shoulder, which
under the hair.
So and it probably came off because of some glue or something like that from the hair. But you couldn't see it unless you lifted the hair up, and it was on his back. But I mean, I get, again, it's people will also complain about a $60 mask, and I understand $60 is a lot of money, to just come out of your pocket. But for a latex mask, it's super cheap. People just don't understand what goes into making these things.
Right. And
so to get something like that or this or that, for $200, even this for $200, you wouldn't be surprised. If the artist who sculpted and designed this mask, if they had a table, it'd be $200, and it might look a little better than that. But for $60, and you can't beat it. No,
I just thought it was hilarious after watching the movie.
Yeah,
and you're like, I mean,
yeah, I mean, whatever. No mass production company has ever turned out as high quality stuff as Tots, as far as latex stuff goes, masks and I mean, I talk about it a lot, but people will talk a lot of crap, and it's you have no idea. When I was young and you would see masks and stuff that were the same price, if not more expensive. They were never as high quality. Dom Post masks were never as high quality as the Tot stuff. The calendar masks that they released in the 90s that were super limited, those ones were really nice. But their mass-produced masks were worse condition than all the Tot stuff, and they're the only time that you've gotten this level of quality for $60 or $200 for that matter. Of course, there's going to be inconsistencies. I mean, they're made on a conveyor belt.
Right.
They pump out hundreds a week,
Right.
If I were to, first of all, it wouldn't look anywhere near as good as that. But if I were to sculpt that and mold that and cast it in latex and paint it, that would cost
way more.
$2,000, and it wouldn't look as good as that either. Maybe the paint job, but not the sculpt, So, chill out.
Yeah, for a mass-produced $200 item, it's fantastic.
It really is.
Yeah. Well,
we have Creepycon this weekend.
Creepycon Guest was just added last night that Christy is going crazy over.
Who is it?
Eric Roberts.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
for one day.
Whenever, so on Sunday, I'll be over there just for a little bit, getting an autograph. Yeah.
So
I may not be at the table for a little bit. I'm so excited. 'Cause that's the one person, everybody asks, who is the one person that you would love to meet? And I've always said Eric Roberts, because he's in so many movies.
What are your favorite cities in?
Well, not even horror, but Best of the Best. I love that movie. I love martial arts movies. So there's that.
Yeah.
He's in No Solicitors with Felissa Rose. He's in tons of movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's Eric Roberts. Yeah.
Eric freaking Roberts.
So excited. So excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good guests.
Yeah, there are. Tons. I think they just announced Danielle.
No, she was one of the first ones.
Was she one? Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe they just were re-announcing her then.
Holy moly. Have y'all watched her podcast?
Yeah, I was watching a clip of her and Scout yesterday.
Holy
and
moly.
Boy, was I caught off guard.
Yeah, me too. That was...
Yeah. I'm going to have to start listening to it more.
Yeah, because Danielle was... she asked her, hey, so what's your kink or fetish?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, I like to watch people have sex. And I was like, is this really her? Yep. apparently.
Then she wants to be manhandled.
Yeah,
By
dominated.
someone in a relationship, though. They had to make that clear.
Yeah. Yeah, she put a disclaimer on that part. But I was like, holy shit, our podcast is kicking our ass.
I need to get on that podcast.
Yeah. They're,
you don't want to hear about my fetishes, Philip. Let's be honest.
Hey.
And next week on the podcast,
Moth at Nightmare Toys. For
I haven't
hear about
got
our
a single
fetishes.
email yet. It's been amazing.
So we're going to Creepycon, and if you buy a weekend pass and you put in toys, TOYS, you get $15 off the weekend pass. So
cool.
If you haven't bought it yet and you're just sitting around today on Friday about to buy your pass, put in toys and you'll get a discount.
Is it a Saturday, Sunday only?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we set up on Friday?
Yep, we set up on Friday. We're going to load in at 1.
Ish.
Yeah. I think a lot of people sign because you sign up for
what time
you want to
in.
do it. And I was like, 1. And he said, sure, come on. And then I saw everybody signed up for 1, so you might need to come at 3. So everybody usually works together, so gets in and out of everybody's way.
Yeah, it's all the ones that I've been a part of have been really smooth because everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously it's a pain in the ass loading in and loading out,
right.
But everyone works together usually.
Yeah, as long as we don't have an elevator we got to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will.
Oh, yeah, probably. I have never been to this place, so.
It's in Ontario?
Yeah,
I've never
Ontario,
been there either.
California.
Ontario.
There's everyone in Ontario, Canada. I want to go.
Yeah, me too.
You ever been to Canada?
Yep.
We rode a motorcycle.
Oh, that's right.
And Banff.
Yeah, we went to Banff National Park. It's
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Go everywhere you want to go and then go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was really awesome.
So relaxing.
Yeah,
It was
everybody's
like you just
really
get there
nice.
and it was just like you just feel peaceful.
Yeah.
Because it's just gorgeous scenery and fresh air and just, I don't know. It just felt different.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yep.
What's that like?
Yeah, go Yellowstone, Glacier, and Banff. Top 3 places.
Badass motherfucker.
Yeah. It was, all those places were cool. And, we rode a motorcycle from Alabama to Banff National Park. So, it was a long ride, wasn't it? It's 4 days there.
Almost.
I think it was 4 days.
Almost 4 days.
And what would you say
3 and a
was your
half.
main fetish during that trip?
Well.
Don't get
See
me
you next
started.
Yep. Well, this got awkward. So,
You brought it up. I'm just going to keep it alive.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about that next week. For our no pants episode.
Wait, y'all are wearing pants?
And then, so let's get away from that, and we won't be able to put this on YouTube. So we're going to go there this weekend, then we come back, and the very next weekend,
Zach Galligan.
Zach Galligan is going to be here.
It's our Valentine's birthday bash because
Yeah.
it's his birthday on that Sunday on the 13th, and then of course
14th.
Is it the 14th?
His birthday is Valentine's Day.
Oh, I thought it was the 13th.
He's a love.
Okay, well anyway,
We're going to celebrate it on Saturday.
yeah, we're celebrating on Saturday Valentine's and his birthday, and so we'll have cake and cookies or cupcakes and cookies or whatever, and I've got decorations and balloons, and it'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
And Jeremy's coming too, right? Jeremy the balloon guy.
I think so.
I mentioned it to him, so we need to
Yeah.
make sure.
Usually he shows up for it.
It'll be fun. And we'll have a sale that day like we always do.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to... Well, and we're having a February 14th sale as
Where do I have
well.
the poster? I was going to show the poster. Do we have the posters?
We do. Not in here, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll show them on my live.
Yeah. So then 2 weeks after that, we're
called
going to
Classic.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I keep forgetting the name of that convention.
Cult Classic
Cult
Convention.
Called Classic.
Yeah. A lot of people are going to be there, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have a good lineup, too. I'm excited about that one.
That's a bit of a drive for us, but...
We'll make it happen.
Cool 18 and a half hours.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
No big deal.
I'm excited to go. I've always wanted to go to the gas station, so this is a great excuse.
Yeah. I'm just excited for the convention because with how long we've been doing Texas Frightmare, I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool to do the other one.
A couple different ones, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about it, too.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, I've ordered a few little trinkets from the gas station, like the little like Hot Wheels van.
Oh, yeah.
That they will sell. I don't know who made it, but...
I got the pickup truck.
Yeah, I do, too. I think I have the pickup truck, yeah.
The Hot Wheel version?
Yeah.
Little guy. It's cool.
Yeah, somebody was telling me the other day they stopped in there and it was really, really cool. Who was that?
I'm not
Somebody
sure.
just the other day was telling me that they went and I think it was a customer on Saturday said that they went to all of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre filming locations.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
so they went to like the house, which is now a restaurant as well. And then they went to the gas station. Then they went to, took a picture of the house that's way off the road. But they said that those people didn't like people taking pictures and stuff. So they kind of had to jump out and take a picture and keep on trucking.
Go.
So, but he had some really cool pictures, and he said that the gas station was really cool. It was like a store, and they had barbecue and all that kind of stuff. So it ought to be fun. And then we got a lot to do in February.
Yeah.
So
It's
already a
stuff
short
planned for
month.
next month.
yeah. So what else we got going on?
Pre-orders for the Captain Spaulding from Trick or Treat Studios should be going out.
Oh, yeah, that's really cool.
Or by the time this airs, have gone out.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. We didn't have any left, so we don't have any in stock. We're pre-sold out, right?
Yeah, I'm going to order some more. I think I can get a little bit more, and we'll get them in here, get them on the website. And then we got the witch board.
Yeah, the Halloween 3
which has
board
been
was so awesome.
Yeah, it was very awesome. And
although people want to argue about it
Yeah.
on our Instagram.
Yeah.
What are they
Y'all,
arguing about?
because some people are like, but this isn't a toy.
yeah,
Because they believe.
they think it's real, and
And then some other people are like, oh, it's a toy. And then they're arguing.
Tell them, yeah, it's not a toy. We're selling.
No,
we're
this
selling
is what
Ouija
I
boards.
said.
What's
This
up?
is what I said. I said this is a Halloween 3 collectible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
That's what this is.
I mean, I got moved these other boards, so if people think they're going to conjure demons, it's like, yeah, you will.
Yeah, conjure them.
Yep.
I don't think they won't. I don't know. People are.
I-
No, that thing is so cool. The
It's so
box
much- it's just
design is
fun.
incredible. Like I didn't think. I mean, I buy almost every Halloween 3 thing, but I still was gonna probably pass on the witch board. But now I have to have it.
It's so cool.
Seeing it in person, it has this like. I mean, you'll probably show it on your live.
Yeah,
or
I'm going to
something.
show on my live.
It's this like magnetic flap, and just it like has a nice finish to it. It's like just the design,
Yeah.
the bugs on the side. There's like the back ad, just everything about it is just really well done.
The
Now I have to
planchette
have
is
it.
nice and big, so you can't lose it.
Yeah, and it's cool, like, because whenever I get mine, like, I'm just gonna leave it in the box because it's cool. You open it up and the planchette is like stuck into
Right.
the
Cardboard.
lid, but then it has this cool design and like instructions and all this stuff. It's just really well done. It feels like it'd be something from Silver Shamrock, and then all these kids would accidentally
And it glows in the dark.
blow their
Yeah.
brains out.
Yeah, I was like, we love the design on the side of the box too, with all
Yeah,
the bugs.
the bugs, so cool. It reminds
They
me
did
of
so good with that.
the Death Waltz Halloween 3 vinyl release.
Oh yeah.
It like opens up all cool, and it has like these bugs and snake designs and stuff like that. And I wonder if it inspired that design at all. But that one was like orange. What's cool about the Silver Shamrock? I mean, the Tots one is it's got like green, like neon green bugs, and it just feels like very cool. The planchette has like a snake on it. It's just the design was really, really well done.
It's a fun collectible.
Yeah, or you can conjure demons. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock and
Do
roll.
whatever
Whatever you
Ghoulies
wanna do.
won. Do it.
Talk to your great grandfather.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which board?
No need to argue about it, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like we're selling like guns.
It got to where one guy was going to slap another guy, and they wanted to meet so they could fight. And
well, tell them you get a witch board and I'll use mine that I already have, and we'll talk to each other that way.
Yeah.
That's not how these work.
Yeah. Oh, and let me tell you, they were passionate. A couple of them were very passionate about,
it not being a toy.
Yeah, it's not being a toy, and
I'll get one on camera right now and play with it. Because if I can conjure a demon, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
The last time I posted just the Ouija board that we have, the regular one, I remember somebody just being completely mad that we sold those.
Yeah.
That we sell them.
Well, don't blame us. Blame Hasbro.
I'm mad at.
Oh no!
Never mind.
Because it's not a toy. It's not a toy. We shouldn't sell those.
I still run with the joke. You gotta be 21 to drink, but only 8 years old to conjure a demon.
Yeah.
I mean, I had one when I was a kid. I loved it. I took it to slumber parties and had fun with it with my friends and scared them with it. It was great.
Because it's a board game.
Yeah, it's fun.
No, well.
And then after that, then everybody was like, "Ooh, bring the Ouija board at all the slumber parties," because it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
There was that one night, like Night of the Demons, though, but we don't talk about that.
All right. Well, is that all that's going on this week?
That's about it, I guess.
You guys got anything?
Just conjuring spirits.
Conjuring demons.
And ghoulies.
I would say we started our Discord page.
Yes.
So every Sunday night we're showing a movie, roughly 7 p.m. Pacific time. So this week we're doing Sometimes They Come Back Again.
It's a good movie.
Which I guess kind of fits in with the Witchboard, if you think about it. But
what is Discord?
So Discord is a kind of like Twitch, I guess, to where people are able to hang out in a group page and they could share videos and photos. So like we'll play the movie and then there's like a group chat that goes on.
So do they have to just like, are you like 1, 2, 3 and then they play the movie too, or are you able to watch the movie?
No. So we'll play the movie in like a little box on the page, and then there's like a group chat on the side of the page.
Is that legal?
I mean, it's.
No,
I don't know. I mean, we're taking the movies from free sites. I mean, they say that it works with Netflix and everything. So
that's cool. Well, I'm just wondering because I always thought it'd be fun to do like a kind of podcast that was just like your own like commentary for movies, but I couldn't figure out a way to do it legally.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it. I mean,
7 o'clock Sunday is
going to be on the Discord.
Yeah. I mean, last week we did The Prowler for the first one.
No, well, yeah.
Or no, 2 weeks ago we did The Prowler.
Yeah, y'all did Mikey
last week we did Mikey. This week we're doing Sometimes They Come Back Again. The following week, I think we might do My Bloody Valentine, just because of being a holiday.
Yeah.
So, another fun thing, the trailer for Valentine's Bluff came out, and you can see Christy getting her head shoved in a bathtub.
In the bathtub, amongst other things. And I've already been made into a GIF. I think it's GIF, isn't it?
Is
it GIF or GIF?
There's both.
I say GIF.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it's technically GIF. Okay. But I consciously choose to say GIF instead. Okay. So I accept either.
GIF, whatever.
Whatever it is. Yeah, she's got a fun one that did you post it?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to save it from my email. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah. But anyway, go watch Valentine's Bluff, the new trailer.
It's on YouTube. They have the Indigo post-production Indigo campaign too. You can help support. They have tons of perks to choose from, and I know that one of the perks, they don't have it up yet, but one of the perks sometime here soon will be my screen-used bra in the movie. Mm-hmm. And then possibly maybe like an autographed 8x10 with it too as well. So that's going to be a perk.
I told them to jack that stuff up.
So that'll be fun.
But yeah, I'm going after that VHS now.
The VHS,
yeah. Cool. I ordered the Blu-ray when you guys first started, but now I'm going after that VHS.
Yeah, so go check that out on the Indigo campaign, Valentine's Bluff fan film. Chuck Ryan plays the miner. It's kind of playing off of the original My Bloody Valentine movie. It's kind of like a sequel in a way, sort of. It's going to be really good. So if you're a My Bloody Valentine fan, you'll love this. And you get to see me.
And me.
Yeah, you'll see him do his little thing for,
I have a huge part in this movie.
You might see me.
Yeah.
I just remember that.
Yeah, we might see you too because you're in the little commercial thing that. Yeah, so that's right.
That was funny.
You will not see me.
Yeah, the commercial was awesome. You want toys?
It was so good. It was perfect because it was just so like 70s, 80s commercial.
Yeah.
It was like the Big Chuck Lil John, almost. With
Big
the way
John
you were
Lil
doing,
John?
Yeah, with the way you were doing your voice.
Yeah.
It was good.
I was just running. Me and Dante shot it in like 2 minutes, just running around the store screaming. I was like, can we turn the music off for a second? I have to do this thing. I was like, ah!
I loved it. They loved
what
it
is
too.
going on?
So yeah,
It was funny.
cool.
I was trying so hard not to laugh out loud.
Well, it was perfect. So
Yeah.
Silly.
See y'all too.
All right. Well, let's take this one to the house then, and you're going to go live in a minute. Every Wednesday, Christy goes live at about 2:00, depending on how fast we can get the room rearranged from now until then.
And eat
but
lunch.
yeah, and eat lunch.
Before I do.
So about 2:00, she goes live every Wednesday, and
Pacific time.
she's going to show some stuff. Well, I don't know what she's going to show next week, but 2 days ago she showed the witchboard and the posters and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So anyway, check that out, and I think that's going to do it for us this week.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
This was supposed to wave, but he fell.